Life, 1 decade, one shot to grow while it still matters. This is day 65 of completing my 20s. Today's video is just going to be a overview. I don't have a certain topic or anything I want to talk about because tomorrow I am going to do, before I say tomorrow, I want to say these next 10 days are going to be self-discipline and growth days. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., make myself breakfast, hit all my protein goals, and go to the gym and just do everything I do normally, but waking up at 5 a.m. instead of 7 a.m. Now, I encourage you to try this. Try it one day. One thing I've noticed that people have a problem with, not people, us, including me, one thing that I have had a problem with is, and this is a huge problem, is you're on this idea to grow, especially when you're young, but I see it in everybody. You're wanting to grow, you're wanting to get better, so you go from 0 to 100. You say, I'm going to go to the gym 7 days a week. I'm going to eat every single meal that I want to. I'm going to do everything every day all at once. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen. You're going to do it. You're going to get a week, you're going to get a 2, maybe even a month in. But I'm telling you, you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to wake up and say, what am I doing all this for? What's the point? Is it worth being this miserable, or is it worth feeling like this for this? And I can tell you right now, yes and no. If you were to burn yourself out and keep going, maybe at some point it would pay off. But if you slow down and you start off with, hey, I'm going to go to the gym at least 3 times a week. Hey, I'm going to eat my protein goal at least 5 times a week. You know, you can always aim higher, but you want to set a foundation. You know, I've heard the term, you aim for the moon, if you miss, you land on the stars. But you can set your expectations too high to where it can contradict where you will end up going. You know, my mom wanted to go into the gym, so I told her, yeah, go to the gym, start off small, and she would go 5 to 7 days a week for a month, and then, you know, stop going for a whole week. And it's like, even if you get back to it that week after, it's like, slow down and just take 4 to 5 days. Even me, when I first got in the gym, I wanted to go every single day. And even recently, like with my YouTube channel, it's like, I started off, I wanted to post every single day, but I've realized, like, what's the point in posting 5 videos, or 7 videos, I should say, and only 3 of them, like only three of them are okay, but then these other 5, I'm sitting here and I'm really interacting, and I put the time away to provide the value. I've realized that, like, these past few days, I was able to get videos to you guys out over the weekend like I wanted to, and I'm happy I did that, because that was the first step. And now my next step is making the quality just as good as the days Monday, or it's usually Sunday through Thursday or Friday, where I can really focus in and take my time to talk to you guys and create these videos for you guys. So if you've been watching, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I'm gonna keep going. I won't stop. I'm looking at my channel, and it's just been fluctuating. I'm trying new things. I try adding better thumbnails, but I've noticed that, like, a lot of that stuff, it seems like doesn't matter. The thumbnails are important to just keep it simple and grab your guys' attention. But I've realized, like, I don't want to just grab a lot of people's attention. That's not the goal here. My goal is just for you to come across my channel, dabble into one of my videos, maybe go check my profile out and get a more understanding of who I am and what I'm trying to do. If you're new here and you're watching, this is a series of me going through my 20s, sharing experiences, lessons learned, and trying to grow as much as I can. So by the time I'm 30, I am who I want to be, you know, and I hold myself accountable for doing so. But as a 20-year-old, I also want to have fun and balance out my life with experiences that you're not going to have and opportunities you're not going to have for the rest of your life. So that's kind of like an idea of what this channel's about. I also like to bring in personal things and ideas with you guys. And you know, today's topic, I think this is good. I'm gonna turn this light off. Yeah, a little bit better lighting here. Today, you know, this isn't something I plan to talk about, but like some days I just turn on this camera and I talk to you guys. I don't have a script. I have these past 10 days I've had I laid out a format of video topics, and then I just go off of that topic, like who I want to become when I'm 30, biggest mistakes I've made. If you look at my channel, you'll see those videos. But I like to also include personable things because, like when I got a new car, or if I'm seeing a girl, because if you're a 20-year-old, you're gonna, like, trust me, I know everybody wants to see the growth and the progress and stuff, but there's more to life than that. And I can't just go through this channel with you guys assuming that I am just only focused on my work, working out, creating these videos for you guys. There's so much more to life than that. And that's also what's kind of important about this journey, is understanding that there's more to life than just everything you see on social media, because it's so easy to get washed into this expectation that you have to be this, this, and that. You know what the best thing in life is? To be happy and at peace. I shouldn't say happy, because happy is just another emotion that can fluctuate, like angry, sadness. These emotions come and they go. You can't have happiness without sadness. You can't have angry without joyfulness. It's all a yin and yang. You can't have this without this. There's no good without bad. There's no bad without good. So these emotions come and grow. And the key is to be at peace with yourself. Maybe you're not happy, but if you're okay with being upset, you're okay with being angry, it makes it feel a little better. If you know that that feeling is temporary, but that at peace is there forever, you can do a lot more. And it's so much easier said than done. Like I talked to you guys about this, but I could name 100 mistakes I've made this week on how I let anger get the best of me and I reacted. As simple as just cussing. Like I've noticed myself when I'm on this journey as well. Like I've noticed that it's a lot of small things that you have to pay attention to. And over this weekend, so I can't remember if I've said this in a video or not, but anyways, I told myself, like, the 4th of July weekend, I'm just gonna stop drinking and whatever, underage drinking, like I'm 20, everybody does it doesn't matter. My point is it's something that's so normalized, you drink every weekend. And I hate to be that guy, so I feel like that you see that guy that says, oh, don't drink alcohol. Like, that's not what I'm saying. For me, it's what I need to do. That's not maybe what you need to do. If you can drink and do what you want to do, that's fine. It wasn't even holding me back. It's just, I've been in the gym for 3 years, consistently grinding my ass off, and I've realized that, like, is all this work really worth it if I'm not gonna shift myself into going all in? Because I've been working out for 3 years. I can easily say this past year, I feel like I've had little to no growth. As in, like, yes, I've gotten stronger, but the amount of growth I could have created if I ate correctly, cut out my drinking, I probably would be a lot farther. And so my goal is, at least for 3 months, is starting from 4th of July weekend, to just quit the alcohol and then quit nicotine and vaping. I didn't even vape before. I just did it on the weekends when I would drink. So it's like, cut that out. And if you're watching this, it's important to know that if you're trying to do better, you guys may have seen the video before, but there's a video of mine of this guy talking in a car, and he says, it's not about what you want to do or what you do, it's about what you don't do. It's about quitting all your bad habits and things that take your time up and using that in a better manner. And it also requires discipline to keep yourself from doing things that give you short-term happiness. Whether that's steroids, whether that's alcohol, whether that's any type of drugs, whether it's candy, It doesn't have to even be anything very bad, but the key is that's when that peacefulness comes in mind. That's when you need that peacefulness in your head that tells you, I'm gonna be okay with nothing, And you want to set your goals high. You want to achieve things in your life, and like especially if you're like me, you want to do all these things. So you can't just be okay with nothing. That's not. It's two different matters. It's like one of them is. I don't even know how to explain it, but you have this devil that tells you, I want to be rich, I want to support my family, I want to do everything in this life. And then you have this. I don't even want to say this is the devil. You just have one option here. It says do everything, work as hard as you can. Then you have this other one that says, what's it all for? What are you doing this for? What is this gonna fix how you feel if you're feeling a certain type of way? You know what I mean? And it won't. What will only fix the way you feel, if you feel a certain type of way, is sitting alone and understanding how you feel and creating a mindset in which you can try your best to just focus on being peaceful. Because along this journey of me trying to get rich, along this journey of me trying to stay healthy and do all these things, I'm gonna you or me, anybody who's trying to do this, going through your 20s, anybody trying to go through their 20s, you're gonna experience the hardest things in your life. I don't want to say the hardest things. It might be prior, it might be after, where even harder stuff comes and goes. But in your 20s, you're either in college or you're finding yourself. You're going from a seed to a flower. And you're just especially nowadays with also social media, you're held to an expectation to be on a yacht with 10 girls drinking alcohol, popping bottles. Like, trust me, guys, that's not what it's about. You can be happy without all that stuff, and you can still set your goals and expectations high. You just know that when you get to that point, if you're not happy right now, you're not going to be happy then. So try and focus on what's in here, what's on the inside, what your purpose is, what drives you, and that'll help you keep your emotions high. That I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word, but it'll keep your. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it, but it'll keep your ambitions, whatever. That's not it, but it'll keep you feeling good in a way. God, it's gonna bug me. But yeah, that was kind of just me talking. No exact point to get across. Just hoping that you guys will hear me out on that and understand. And if you have any questions or any tips of advice or anything that I could give you or anything that you could give me, please leave it in the comment section. My channel is to attract a community in which we can all build together and share creativity, ideas, and everything. Right now this YouTube channel is just a start for me. At some point, I plan on doing something even bigger than this, but for right now, I just want to build a community of 20-year-olds or people in their 20s, or anybody who thinks 30-year-olds who are older who can give me advice in this community, or younger people who can ask questions so they can prepare for their 20s. Just anybody who's watching, I want everybody to watch, because I guarantee there's something in my content that you could take away from, whether you're 20 years old or not, or going through your 20s or not. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. My views have been kind of low recently, which the whole reason I started this channel was to hold myself accountable and disciplined to maintain something that's consistent every single day. And that's been making me feel good, not the views. I'm happy that I've so far gone 65 days. Even if it's not straight, it's 65 days. So I've gone weeks straight now, 2 months, I'd say, ish, of just dropping videos for you guys, even if it's only 5 times a week. I've been doing it, so I'm proud of myself for that. And even though I don't have that many views, sometimes, I get a few videos that get 100 views, but then I'll go back to 3 views and 4 views. So if you're out there and you're trying to create content, trust me, you're not gonna go from 0 to 100. And those videos that blow up, they blow up, they get attention, but the key is consistency and providing something that people will actually want to watch. But again, what do I know? I only got 3 to 4 views on some videos, and some videos got 1,700. Like I'm not really one to be able to give advice, but if you think it might work, if you're thinking about giving up, please don't. I don't care if you got 500,000 views and the next video got 1 view. Keep going. Your time will come. All of our times will come, where we'll all prosper and become everything we wanted to be. That's the whole goal of this journey. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Today is day 65 of completing my 20s. Tomorrow will be day 66, and I will start the challenge off with waking up at 5 a.m. Thank you guys.